Yo. Trying to make this look a bit better. And I think I've managed to get the files back. I don't know what happened there. Still a bit hard to read. Maybe. So let's see like this. Is this thing working? Okay, this looks a bit better on mobile right now. So we can see the text much clearer. So I had to restart the stream there because it completely messed up when I tried to push this to GitHub. It like deleted all of the files. And I don't even know if it's going to work how it was before now. Not really sure yet. Can't really get it to run. I do not know how this messed up so bad. I've literally never seen this. Now let's see if it builds. Now building successfully. The issue is it's still trying to use the local UI project info. It says that it's building correctly, but in Xcode it does not work. Build fails. I think it might be easier to just start over with this, because I've absolutely buggered it. I'm gonna let it finish this. If it can't fix it this time, then I don't think it's... I mean, all the files look like they're there. I don't see why it would be making changes, but this is just a complete mess right now. This is why you have source control as soon as you start making any changes, because I don't have a backup of when it was working, and now it's just making changes. I have no idea what it's doing. So even though the series is build a Mac app in 30 days, this is how you don't build any app ever. Like at this point, I have no idea what it's doing. I think I'm going to just restart this. This is finished. Ah, it works. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't have to remake this. So, I'm going to just add the screen to the mobile view. This might be really small, but I'll give it a go. Bruh. So you're probably not supposed to do this midstream, but here we are. So I'm going to call this okay. I hope that makes it visible. So this is basically where we're at. This did not work. Let's try this again. Well, this has basically been a disaster from the get-go, but we continue anyway. What I need to do this is the application. I want like a zoomed in version for the phone. On the desktop you can see this all right. So the app view, we're going to turn that off and then make this bigger. So 5 minutes ago this had all been deleted, but now we're back and we are at the stage where this is going to be moved over to GitHub with the working files. So yeah, I'm happy with it now. It's working. Okay, so we've got this moved over to GitHub. We now have the proper source control that we needed from the beginning. Don't make this mistake. I'm viewing on my laptop, so why am I seeing vertical stream? So, the reason is it's only desktop on Twitch. On the other platforms, it is vertical. So YouTube, X, and I think it's called Kick. I'm not sure. Haven't actually used it before, but I've enabled it. So it would be good to have other options, but the way it works at the moment is there's no... I think only on Twitch it allows it where you can have a mobile or desktop view, like, you can have your phone portrait and it's the portrait version, turn it landscape and it's the other version. But on all of the other platforms that doesn't exist. You have to actually have separate streams. So I figured that more people were using YouTube and X on their phone, so I've used that vertical format for the stream. Okay, music too loud. It's good feedback. Good feedback. This is what I need. -50 on the music. But yeah, thank you for the feedback. You can see the front window at least sometimes. Okay, so I just want to make it so that I can see the icon. So I've got a logo that I want to use. It's a bit tricky to get this to look right on. So you need to create PNG files from your SD card image in these sizes. Like, bro, who is doing that? You want me to just make 20 versions of this image? Like, I am not doing that. I am not doing that. You are gonna do that. I need to clarify something important. I don't have the ability to directly create or manipulate image files. I can only work with text-based files and code. If you have an SD card image file saved somewhere on your system, yeah. So, why don't you say that in the beginning? I'm just giving it the path and seeing what it can do. I'll create a script to automatically generate all the required icon sizes from your image and place them in the correct location. Yeah, fucking make sure. It's 2025, mate. Like, we don't have to do all this nonsense. Make the script executable and then execute the script. So where are these images now? SD Studio, assets, app icon. There we go. Okay. So now it's verified that it's created it all. So now we should see this when we run the app. So let's see. We don't. So your SD Studio app will now use the SD card image as the icon. You should see the new icon in the app bundle. the dock when it's running and Finder when viewing the app file. Is there anything I need to do in Xcode to make this link up better? Because I still just see like the default blank app icon. So I've moved to doing this Xcode app from primarily working with Next.js websites. So this is a very different workflow, and I'm just trying to get used to it. So I'm approaching this as a beginner with Swift and a beginner with Xcode. Before this, I've only ever had one project build successfully that was like a timer app on the phone. So something wrong with the path. What is it doing now? It's saying build succeeded. So the app is now there, apparently. We've cleared the Xcode cache. So if you don't see it, let's try and restart Xcode. Oh. Let's load up this bad boy. So I think we should see the app icon now. Yo, there it is. So we've got the app icon loaded. Hopefully you can see that. It's right here. Oh, on mobile you can't see it. Boom. You probably can't see that at all on mobile, but it looks like that. But it's actually showing up in the dock now. The problem I have now is that it doesn't have rounded edges, so I'm going to need to update the file and get it to run this script again. So this is a ChatGPT jobby. And what I kind of want it to do is I want it to look like that, but with the cut off edge on the top right. So let's give that a go. It didn't seem to work. Make the image SD card with cut off top right corner, no 3D angle. Sometimes this image generator just doesn't work on ChatGPT on the desktop. Like since I started trying to do it on the desktop, it just doesn't work. You can't see all the ones where it had just errors. But now we've actually got the icon, the app is building. This is the app right now. All this stuff actually works. And we have got a big instructions file which is supposed to get this up to scratch for an MVP. But we need to add rounded corners to this file. See what I mean? It just doesn't work on the desktop for some reason. I mean, which one looks best? I mean, I'm going to try and do this from my phone. Hello, Starplum. So what we're doing is building a Mac application that helps you manage SD cards and set up video projects. So where we're at right now is we've just got the icon set up. You've got like a dashboard to look at your drives. We're getting this up to an MVP level. So we've got this whole documentation here, which we're going to implement checksum verification, a 3-2-1 backup, some user-friendly import dialogues so that it's kind of really simple to use. And it kind of automates a lot of scaffolding a project and setting up the file structure that you want. This, you can literally just plug in an SD card. You can set it to you can set it to auto import, and then you can literally put an SD card in. It will take everything off, organize it by date, organize it by if you're using multiple cameras, for example, and then it will wipe the SD card and then eject it. So it's literally like you can just plug in your SD card and it just handles everything for you. So we've got the basic setup of it working. And then the other element to it is it handles all of the archiving. So another big problem with managing video files is they take up a lot of space. So this system helps you sort of offload it from your laptop, for example. But yeah, thanks for commenting. And yeah, like I suspected, I sent the message from my phone and now it works. Can you reload this? So look, I sent this message from my phone and now ChatGPT is working. Although it's just not loading on here for some reason. But I've got it on my phone. I'm going to move it across. So that's what it looks like. I do like it, but I wish that it had like a bit of a shadow. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to voice note this. This looks really good. The angle is perfect. I think it still needs a bit of a 3D effect though, with a shadow and a bit of depth. But this looks good. Send that on my phone so it actually works. But now let's compare that to what we've got here. See how without the 3D it doesn't look quite right, but I don't want it angled because normally on the Mac apps the icon is sort of straight on. They still have a 3D look to it, but it's head on, the angle that you view it at. But let's see, need to give that a few minutes on the phone. But it looks like it's doing it. I can see a bit of an outline. You probably can't see this at all on the stream, but partially done. That looks pretty good. Okay, boom, we got the one here. This is the one. Doesn't work on desktop for some reason. This one is way cleaner. Okay, so look at what it gave me first when I wanted it straight on. So this is the one I'm going to use, the one on the right, which is spot on. Like the shadows, the way it looks good. Now I need to make this like rounded edges, so I need to find out what is the icon size and border radius for Mac apps. And then this is a Figma jobby. Ja. Didn't want a name, man. How's it looking? I am coding. Just been streaming for about an hour. Well, more than an hour, like fucking 2 hours, and it completely fucked up. Like, just kept on going. It's kind of one sec. Everywhere. Getting a few views on YouTube. Apple doesn't want you to add your own corners. So basically, yeah, I mean, I've just been fucking shutting it off. Ran into fucking loads of problems. Like, the whole project just got deleted at one stage. Like, just literally like, every single file was deleted. I had no way of getting it back, and then somehow I fucking got it back. Yeah, it was long. And I was like in the middle of the stream, and then let me just reply to this guy. Building a map. I need to set like a proper BRB thing on it, because like now I've just paused it, I put it on like the waiting thing, and now people are commenting like, can't see anything. This is the one. Bit of kind under your belt. Few coins there, G. What's he doing? Rebuilding the pyramids for you. I will rebuild the whole pyramid for you, brother. What's he doing? Oh yeah. You know, Mo's gonna like